Okay, so we got some snap cubes, and we're going to look at. I'll do it this way. Here's our 2 plus 3.
Yep.
Sorry, we got a little iPad going on in the background there. So we're gonna make something that's 2 plus 3 long and 2 plus 3 wide. And what shape is that gonna make?
It should be a square.
It should be a square. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these aren't gonna be part of our shape. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna move them to the outside just to make it clear that they're not part of the shape. They're just there as markers. So this is a 2 and a 3.
Okay.
And this is a 2 and a 3. Okay. So what do you think we're going to end up with here?
Well, we're gonna end up with a square, and maybe we can follow our formula we used in the last video.
Okay.
So we 2 square.
All right. So that's our 2 times 2. So that's our that was what we were calling x squared.
Yeah.
2 times x times y.
So
So we have 2.
So 2 times 3. 2 3s. Because you put them like that. Then you can do 3 times 2. 3 2s. Times 3 plus 3 times 3.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is an interesting looking arrangement. We have our 2 squared. We have our 3 squared. We have the 2 times 3.
And we have the 3 times 2.
And we have the 3 times 2. Is there some other way you could have done this? Like, so you did that one. Is there a different way you could have done it?
That was the way you were using, like, to follow the formula.
Okay.
Where you doing, well, 2s and 3s. Well, you could just x plus y squared. That's 5. You know you need to make them into these 5 blocks here.
Oh, interesting.
Just connect them.
You could have just connected them right up in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 plus 3 squared.
There's a 5 by 5 square. Very nice. Very good thought. We don't have to arrange them into the sets of squares and stuff like that. We could simply connect them right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And now we have a 5 by 5 square, and the color is sort of irrelevant. I like that. And then another way, it's going to seem kind of the same, but you know, there's our 2 squared, there's our 3 squared. We had it like this,
Yeah.
right? But we could have done it like that too, right?
Flip those.
And then just to make it match, I'm gonna flip these.
Oh yeah, but I actually wanted it specifically to not match.
Alright?
Because this is 2 times 3, right?
Yeah.
Is this 2 times 3 or is it 3 times 2?
The red
3
one
times-
is
Yeah.
3 times 2.
Yeah, you can see they're the same. So that's another way. I like your way of throwing them together. But this way also, just kind of very importantly, shows you that 2 plus 3 squared is not the same as 2 squared plus 3 squared.
Yeah.
Right? And so I guess we don't have to go over the square root part tonight. We can leave that for another time.
Okay.
But I think this is a good example, and I think a good thing to remember is if you're not quite sure on something involving algebra, just check a couple different numbers.
Yeah.
You know, just see, like, hey, does that square root or does that squaring work the way I think it's going to work, or is it a little more subtle? Anyway, nice job tonight, guys.